Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And if you've been here before and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Very much appreciate it. Helps us a lot. And the thumbs ups too. All right, well, today is day one of the free agency frenzy, and the Knicks joined in. Man, it's been crazy. Alonzo Ball went to the Chicago Bulls. Lowry's going to Miami Heat. Signing trades all over the place, but the Knicks took care of some business. They brought back 3 guys, and they added 1 new player. That's right, Derrick Rose, Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks, and Boston's Evan Fournier, who was traded during the season from Orlando to Boston. Remember, we had discussed possibly bring him in here because we needed a wing. Well, we finally got him. We finally got him without giving up any assets. Now, we did lose Reggie Bullock. He signed with the Dallas Mavericks, 3 years, $30.5, I think. Not exactly sure, but somewhere in that neighborhood. He's a loss, but honestly, Fournier is such an upgrade offensively over Reggie, even though Reggie gave us a great season offensively by the end. You know, when it came down to the playoffs, he just wasn't able to continue that. So I think the Knicks have done very well. These are the 4 guys right here. Derrick Rose, he's I don't know if he's going to be our starting point guard, but at this moment it looks like he is. And look, he's going to be 33 years old when the season starts. He's 32 now. He shot 47% from the field, 38.8% three-point line. But actually for the Knicks, he averaged 41.1%. Pretty nice, huh? And Alec Burks, 41.5% from the three-point line. Nerlens Noel, 6.4 rebounds, 2.2 blocks, 61.4% field goal percentage. And Evan Fournier, last season he shot 45.7% from the field, 41.3% from the three-point line. And here's something to bear in mind. Fournier has averaged, for his career, he's averaged 38% from behind the line. But in the past 3 seasons, he's averaged 41%. So this guy's a bucket. And what's nice about him, he averages about 3.5 assists a game recently. And so he's obviously not going to be the primary ball handler, but he's an additional ball handler, playmaker for the Knicks, which is something that we couldn't say about Reggie Bullock. That was one of his deficiencies. And this guy can get to the rim. Reggie struggled with that. His field goal percentage, I'm going to read them out to you from since 2019. 56%, 56.5%, and 53.8% for 2017 and 2018. So the guy's an efficient scorer. Sometimes he goes off, man. You know, he can give you 30, 35 points in a night sometimes. So this is a very nice addition. We may have lost one Frenchman, but we brought back another, and one that is very, very consistent. You know, on the defensive end, he's not going to give us what Reggie gave us, but I think his offense more than makes up for that. He actually can handle himself. His defensive win share was 1.0. His offensive win share was 1.8. The seasons before that, the 2019-2020 season, his win shares was 4.6. Defensive win share is 1.7, and offensive 2.9. So the guy, you know, he's definitely, we brought him in for the offense, but he's not as big a liability on the defensive end as people were fearing. So I'm going to say I give big thumbs up for bringing back Derrick Rose. I know he costs us a little extra, 3 years for $43 million. All right, so the thing was, he actually became a hot commodity. He was getting offers. He was getting interest from other teams. So the free agent point guard field was dwindling. Lowry returning to Miami, as I said. CP3 probably going to stay with the Suns. Connolly staying with Utah. So, you know, we had to do something. And now we got someone. And, you know, he's going to be good. He's going to help Miles McBride learn how to be an NBA point guard. And we still got Quickly. I still believe Quickly can be a point guard. So that's a nice addition. We're looking good, Knicks. We're looking good. We're off to a good start. It's not, the big wow, blockbuster moves, but I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. Nerlens got 3 for 32. Burks got 3 for 30. So 3 3-year deals. Interesting. And Fournier got, what was his deal? Fournier got 4 years at $78 million. So he's the only one I got that extra 4th year. These are smart moves, because what's interesting about these guys, and what's really positive about all 4 of these guys, is they're all tradable. I know that sounds odd to say right now when we signed them as free agents, but we didn't really have anyone to trade. When it came down to these potential, Dame Lillard trades or Bradley Beal, we didn't have anyone on contract that we could move that wouldn't really hurt us. RJ, of course, RJ is most likely gone in any major big trade for a Dame Lillard. What's interesting here is now a lot of the cap has been eaten away, so we're going to see there might be some further dealings in behind the scenes. Maybe Luka Vildoza may not quite make it onto the squad. Frank, I'm pretty sure, is probably gone unless they bring him back at a very small deal. Knox may also have seen his last days as a Knick. Having said that, I thought we had seen those last days of Nerlens Noel's tenure with the Knicks, and that didn't work out that way. So it's gonna be interesting. Oh man! So I want to hear your thoughts on these guys. I'm sure there's some controversy about it, just like the way I'm feeling. Not that thrilled. A little confused about the Noel situation. It's a lot of money to pay for a backup center. So something may be in the works with Mitchell Robinson. Maybe there's been that rumor. The Knicks have been talking to 4 or 5 teams about trading him. And then there's that fascination with Miles Turner. So maybe there's some other things happening in the behind the scenes, and it's going to shake out soon. Oh man, it's been a crazy day already. It's a really exciting day one. Very exciting day one. I think that Leon he's got a good plan going. Unfortunately, it requires a lot of patience on his part and even more patience on our part as a fan base. But we have to trust in these guys. So far, they've made some really smart moves. They put the team together that got the 4th seed, 41-31, and now we have more. We just added more offense, more consistent offense, an offense with a higher ceiling. Because Fournier Fournier can really go off, like I said before. Sometimes he can snap off 5, 6 3-pointers in a row. He's that kind of guy. And he's got an in-between game, and he can finish at the rim. And, he's a little bit of a playmaker. So he's kind of reminds me of Alec Burks, just a bigger version of Alec Burks, which is good because Thibs likes that versatility. He really does. All right, well, again, subscribe, thumbs up, and more news breaks out. Of course they will. I'll be jumping on. And pretty soon I'm going to put out a video once all of this settles down, analyzing what the free agents actually reveal about where the Knicks are going to continue to go. Kind of like what I did with the draft video. All right, well, thank you so much, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.